Hi there, and welcome to part 3 of Sooke Reflections. It's been about a week since part 2. I did part 2, and it's been a really rough week. And for any of you out there who are pet owners who have lost a pet, you'll know what I mean. It's one of the toughest things to go through in life, and it's bad enough when it just when a pet dies naturally, but to go through the trauma of seeing your pet killed in an accident is really horrific. So blessings to our dear little Angelo. Okay, in that regard, I have to say that, and getting back to the whole thing about Sooke and traffic issues and stuff, yeah, in that regard, we live on Sooke River Road, and as anybody who's come down Sooke River Road knows, it's very often that you will see wildlife, particularly deer. There's always deer around. In this time of the year in the spring, there's bunnies around, there's squirrels, and yes, I've even seen a bear. Haven't seen any cougars as yet. And then, apart from that, there's also our cats and our dogs. So in that regard, I would like to say to everybody who does use Sooke River Road, and especially folks who are zipping out here to have fun at Sooke potholes, or to visit somebody up in the camping area, or to go camping or whatever, slow down. This is not a racetrack. I don't know how many times I've walked up this road and to have, I had a situation once where 3 cars, small cars, came down here. They must have been doing in excess of 80, 90 kilometers an hour. I don't know what they were expecting to accomplish by going so fast. So, just to reiterate, when you first get on Sooke River Road, the speed is 30 kilometers an hour past the park. It then turns into 50 kilometers an hour until it gets down near the Galloping Goose, where it then turns to 30 again, just to maneuver through that area, and then it's 50 again. It's not 70, it's not 90, it's not 100 kilometers an hour. Slow down. Okay? It's for the sake of our wildlife. We don't need this. And I haven't even mentioned the kids. There are kids that do play. There are people walking up and down Sooke River Road. So please slow down. And with regards to Sooke River Road, I would just like to finish up here. We're just going to make this a real short segment. Some time ago, I put a thing up on social media saying that, I was wishing that something could happen with the junction of Sooke River Road and Sooke Road, because it is a nightmare. It can be an absolute nightmare to get out. And I had a number of people, some supported my idea, others said the last thing we need is another stoplight, the last thing we need is another roundabout, yada, yada, yada. Obviously, they don't have to deal with this, because, and the other thing is I was going to make, a little spiel to Sooke Council about it. I did send a request in that regard, but the local engineer called me and he said that the Ministry of Highways was looking into the situation, and that would be able to give them feedback in the new year, which is now. Subsequent to that, when the government announced, the new government announced that there was going to be some money allotted for issues all along Highway 17, there is a mention there that there is a study underway to look at this junction of Sooke River Road and Sooke Road. Just for those of you who don't use it before and are not aware, particularly coming up to around 3 or 4, I mean, the traffic starts building up on Sooke Road, and as you may know if you've traveled it, you know, people come along and it's like a constant stream. There's, you know, people are leaving the spaces between the cars, which is great, but it's not enough space for anybody to get out from a side road. So you're waiting there at Sooke River Road. Say you want to go into Victoria. There's traffic coming around the corner from the bridge, and then somebody comes up beside you to turn right, and they block your vision so you can't see what's coming over the bridge, right? And they sit there. When I go, I sit just back from the person who may be sitting there to turn left, and you can still see the traffic, so you can pull out. You don't have to block somebody's view, but people do it, you know. And then invariably, there's people coming from Sooke side who come to turn left, and you'll get a bunch of cars waiting there to turn left onto Sooke River Road. So it's an absolute mind-boggling mess. It can be. So thank God that they're going to, they're at least looking at doing some work there, and so really looking forward to that. If you've had any issues, other issues with regards to Sooke Road, please put them down on the post here, and let us know. So anyway, once again, another beautiful day in Sooke. Wishing you all a good weekend, and until next time, we'll see you. Take care. Bye for now.